Hello everyone. Previously we had discussed on the topic symbol type and usage. Today we'll be discussing about the advanced generics with multiple type parameters, right? So generics basically they allow flexible reusable code by defining the type parameters. Again I'm telling, generics allow flexible reusable code by defining the type parameters. Using multiple parameter, basically they adds more versatility. I hope this is completely clear. So let's try to understand the same thing with a very simple examples. Initially let's go with generic function with the two types, and the second example will go with the generic interface, right? First let's go with the generic function with the two types. So I'll just quickly come here. Let me create the function here. Function pair. So within the angle bracket, so I'll just give here t and sorry, this has to be t basically, and I'll just pass here u. So I'll just consider parameter a. Let me set this one to t. Also b, let me set this one to u, and within the array let me consider t and u, capital T and u I have considered, right? So this is fine. Within the function, let's this one return a and b I have considered as parameter. Within the, this has to be within the arrays, right? I have considered here within the arrays t and u. So I'll just consider here return a comma b. So we have to what this has to what we are doing here, basically we are returning the tuple of types t and u. You can clearly see here, right? We are returning the tuples of types t and u. If you don't know the concept of tuples, we have already discussed on the tuples. Please do go through that video. I have explained that one clearly. So here we are returning a tuple of types t and u. I'll just come out of the function quickly. Let me log here what I have considered pair, right? So I'll just give here pair of t and u. So a, I'll consider this one as 1, and let me this one let me pass this one something within the strings. Strings. Sorry, I just pass here Bharadwaj. So the output that I need to get here is 1 and the Bharadwaj, right? So let's try to run the code. So yeah, we are getting the output 1 and Bharadwaj, which is absolutely correct. So I'll quickly explain what I have done here. So the pair function, so here I have named the function pair, right? The pair function takes two arguments of the types t and u. You can clearly see here the pair function takes two arguments of the type t and u. The parameters are a and b, which is of the type a is of the type t and b is of the type u. The output nothing but the console logs a tuple 1 comma Bharadwaj. So the output that we are getting within the array, basically 1 and Bharadwaj, which is absolutely correct. So I hope the concept of generic function with the two types is completely clear. Let's go with one more example, nothing but generic interface, right? So I'll just quickly delete this one. Let me create the interface very quickly. Interface, I'll just name this one dictionary. So within this one, within the angle bracket, so I'll just keep here k and v. So I'll just come here within this one. Let's set the key to capital K and also value to capital V. This is fine. Let me remove this one. Sorry. So I'll just come out of this interface. Let me consider the variable name entry. Let's set this one to dictionary, right? So within the angle bracket, let's specify here type number and string. So sorry, this one has to be small basically. This is fine. Wait, string, right? This is fine. So within the objects, let's give the value to the key and value. So I'll just come here, key, I'll just set to some random number. I'll just give 1 in my case. You can consider anything. So here we have considered one more this thing value right here within the interface. Let me come here. So this one has to be key, sorry, and this one has to be value. Let me set this one to the similar to the previous example. Let me give here Bharadwaj itself. So this is fine. Let me quickly come out of the object and log here what I have given entry, right? Let me pass the entry here. So I have to get the output nothing but key 1 and the value Bharadwaj, right? Let's try to run the code. Same example we'll get, but we have to, sorry, line number 8 here. Sorry, there should be no semicolon. Either we can go with, this is the last this thing in the object, right? Either we can go with the comma or nothing. So I'll just try to run the code here. So yeah, the only difference was, so we had assigned that one to the, within the array we had to get output in the previous example. Here within the object we are getting, so we are considering within the object, right? So you can clearly see here. So a key we are getting, we have assigned this one to the one, and the value we are getting Bharadwaj. So within the flower packet, right? Which is absolutely correct. So I'll quickly explain what I've done here. The dictionary here, interface dictionary, has two generic types, nothing but K and V. Again, I'm telling, the interface dictionary has two generic types, K and V. We can clearly see, and the output, basically the console logs the object, right? Here, we are logging the object. So the output that we are getting here is absolutely correct. So I hope the concept of generic interface, generic function with two types is completely clear. So for now, this is it. Next, let's discuss on the utility types, nothing but exclude, extract and omit, right? So for now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.